Hi, I'm Steven, the calculator guy, founder of DeFi Dojo Discord, and today we're going to talk about some strategies, some spring strategies. I have 4 different strategies for you today. I think they're all good, probably better than most strategies you'll find out there, and I'm excited to present them because I love strategies. So let's just dive right in. Right, first one, ETH2 ETH arbitrage play. So we've been talking about ETH2 since it was back at 0.8. Anyone who picked up some ETH2 there has already done more than 20% gain denominated on ETH on that play, while ETH is also up, 50% in the same time frame. Congratulations, you've done very well. We did another video about it when it was at 0.9, so you're up over 10%. Again, congratulations, you. I'm once again telling you there's still meat on the bone here. This play is not over. So right now it's 1% under peg. You probably think, okay, 1%, that's not great, but you can unstake it every 10 days, right? So every 10 days, you can get 1%, annualize that, 36.5% APR. If you compound that every 10 days, it's 43.79%. Of course, I don't think this play is going to last very long. I think people are going to catch on to this. Earlier today, it was 2% off peg. Now it's 1% off peg. I anticipate it's going to get really, really close to peg in the not too distant future. You are exposed to KuCoin. Some people don't want SEX exposure. Some people don't want KuCoin exposure. I get that. This is just a strategy. It's just an option. Totally up to you. You can short it as well if you want to be neutral. Personally, I'm a little bit long on ETH these days. Not really as anxious. Not really as worried about the markets. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I probably would not neutralize my own personal delta because of my own personal market sentiment. If you wanted to neutralize, certainly you could, right? Some great places to neutralize: MEXC, KuCoin, DYDX tends to be the best. And then Bybit. If you were neutralizing on KuCoin itself, let's just say you're getting 36.5% on spot, which is your arbitrage play. And then let's say you're shorting on KuCoin, keep it all on the same platform. KuCoin, 3x leverage. I think 3x leverage for Ethereum is generally pretty reasonable. Your total APY overall is going to be about 35.59% delta neutral, right? So I think it's a decent play for sure. And your yield is denominated in ETH. So that 35.59% yield is denominated in ETH on the long and denominated in stables on the short. So you're getting paid in ETH and stables. That's just a good day. Nice delta neutral play. All right, next one. This one's way more degen, but kind of fun. So if you guys don't know, you probably got an AI Doge airdrop. Anyone who qualified for the Arbitrum airdrop got this AI Doge airdrop. It's not a rug. It's not a scam. I mean, it might rug. It could rug. But some exchanges have already opened up trading on it, so there seems to be some intrinsic faith in this particular asset. But the airdrop itself is claimable. Here's the issue, right? Every transaction has a 15% tax, which sucks. 15% is huge. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's obscene. It's stupid. It's like SafeMoon, right? It's like SafeMoon and Doge mixed together, which is just lame. But what you can do is you can just buy AI Doge spot on MEXC on an exchange. By the way, if you're going to use MEXC, use the affiliate link down below. That helps pay for the mods, helps go to charity. So it's definitely beneficial for the community, and you get like a fee kickback or something. You get a discount on fees. It's also the only exchange that I know of that has AI Doge. So anyways, you buy some AI Doge, and then you can short AI Doge, and you get paid to short it, by the way. So if we go over here, AI Doge, you can see the current funding rate is let's see, AI Doge, 30%, right? So you're getting paid 30% to short AI Doge right now, which is ridiculous. Now I wouldn't short it with leverage just because it's so volatile. It could liquidate you in like 10 minutes. So I would not short with leverage. I would just short 1x. No reason to be crazy on this. You're gonna get paid well. Not financial advice, but basically you buy your AI Doge and then you short the same amount on MEXC, and then you send it through withdrawal. You send it to the Arbitrum chain. You're not getting taxed there. You're not getting taxed to buy it. You're not getting taxed to short it. You send it to the Arbitrum chain and you just stake it, right, on earn, and you're getting paid, I don't know, it says 1,600 APY. That's about 260 APR, and you're getting paid 260 APR on the long, you're getting paid 30% on the short. These numbers aren't going to stay the same forever, guys. Don't, eventually the Ponzi is going to reveal itself and the funding rate is going to go crazy. You're going to have to start paying for it. But for the time being, it's a fun sort of degen strategy. And yeah, there you go. This can't handle, it's 55 million market cap, but probably there's not a ton of liquidity on MEXC. I wouldn't just ape into this with a ridiculous amount of money. I don't know if there's a staking fee. I don't think there is. I also don't know like how much I had. I guess I could claim right now. Let me claim my rewards. 2.4. Let's see if I can claim this or if there's a tax on it. It says 2.4. Let me sign it. Oh, because I need to know if there's taxes on this. Claim, wow, that was easy. Stake more. Let's see. So let me refresh. If I can stake 2.4 and I get 2.4 when I stake, that means there's no taxes here. 2.4. All right. So there's no tax to stake or no tax to claim. So 2.4 here. That's, gosh, I already got 100,000 more. 2.4. Okay. It looks like I added 2.4. So there we go, guys. You've seen me do it myself. It seems to be no tax to stake, no tax to claim, and that's a fun strategy. Let's move on. You can also look at the market cap and the price here. Make sure you're going to the right website. I went to CoinMarketCap, then go to a website just to make sure you're not going to go to any scam site. Next, Ethos. This is a fun one. So Ethos is made by the Byte Masons. They've also made Reliquary system, which is utilized by a bunch of Solidity forks now. They made the Granary, which is a money market. Yes, there's some controversy there. They've also made Reaper, which is a fantastic yield aggregator. They made Pain.finance as well, which is a cool strategy vault. The Byte Masons, they're a very complex team. They're led by Beebus. They have some really good developers there. Their PR sometimes is mixed, but overall, I respect them, and we don't always see eye to eye, but they're a good team. So here we go. We have Ethos Reserve. It's a liquidity fork, of course, with the twist. And on this liquidity fork, you can open a position, right? Just like you would on liquidity. Deposit some collateral, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be Ethereum. Let's go with Ethereum because the numbers are pretty easy there. You can put one ETH is roughly $2,000, and you can borrow pretty high against that, right? So you can borrow way more against your ETH on Ethos than you could on liquidity. I love Liquidity. I'm a huge fan of Liquidity, huge fan of LUSD. Love their team, love their developers, love the decentralized stablecoin. I don't even mind the peg is like a soft peg that hovers around 1.3 or 1.03, 1.04. Not at all. I think it's still an amazing product. Ethos has earned. That's their stablecoin, also soft peg. You can check it out here. You can see it sort of bounced up and down. Pretty volatile because it just launched. So I wouldn't take any long or short bets on earn itself, but you don't have to. If you're borrowing it, you're neutral on it, right? If you borrow an asset, you are neutral on that asset. If you borrow and then sell the asset, you are then short on the asset, but you're just going to borrow it. So you borrow against your ETH. I like to keep a collateral ratio of 125%. By the way, the reason why you can borrow so much more is because the liquidation deposit on Ethos is 10 earn, whereas the liquidation deposit on Liquidity is 200, which would be, like 14% of this total. So we'd see a massive decrease in the collateral ratio initially. So anyways, let's just say I'll do like 1550. That gives me a nice 127, close to 125. Then I take that over to the stability pool, deposit that. Now I'm getting 53% on my borrow. I'm having a good day, right? 53% on $1,500 out of $2,000. That's roughly 75. That is 75%. So I'm getting 75% of that 53. 75% of 53 is going to be like 35%. So I'm getting 35% denominated in ETH. That's a good time. I believe the yield you're getting, maybe it's an oath, maybe it's an earn. I don't exactly remember, but I do know that it's not vested, it's not locked. You just sort of generate that yield. So that's a cool one. Yeah, let's move on to the last one. This one's going to be a bit complicated, but I had the pleasure of speaking to Flashtake last week in a private AMA in our Discord, and I learned all about it. I like the totality of it. There are still smart contract risks. I can't say like the smart contracts are never going to get exploited. I don't know that. I'm not an auditor, but I like the protocol. I like the team. Let's let's talk about the strategy, right? There's a lot you can do with Flashtake. I'm not going to tell you all about that. If you want to watch the AMA, unfortunately, it's still a private video, but it's the last half hour of the community call from last week. It's really, really good. Anyways, you can take 1,000 GLP on a Flashtake, and let's just say you want to stake it for 343 days. There's a reason for this. You will get 216 USDC. Now, to get your GLP back, you need to wait 343 days or give that $216 back. You can give the flash yield back to get your GLP back, or you can wait until the expiry, which is 343 days. So you get $216, you go over to Pendle, and with that $216, you can buy roughly 1,253 YT GLP. If you don't know what that means, it means you can buy the yield to 1,253 GLP. So remember, you gave them 1,000 GLP. They gave you money, and you bought the rights to 1,250 GLP. So effectively, what you've done is you've leveraged up the yield by 25%. If you stayed in these two positions until expiry, by the way, the reason why I had 343 days is because that's how many days until the expiry on YT GLP. If you held these two to expiry, you would, for the entirety of this time, have 1,000 GLP staked and getting a yield on 1,250 GLP. So you're getting a 25% leveraged GLP yield without any additional GLP exposure on that 250 additional GLP, right? You have no exposure to the underlying P&L from traders on that additional 250 GLP. So that's pretty cool, right? That's strategy number one. But who wants to be in this position for 343 days, right? That's ridiculous. No one wants to do that. No one wants to have smart contract risk for a year. So what you can do, guys, is do this for 30 days, right? So 30 days, we would expect to get like a 12th roughly of the rewards and then a 12th of the stakes. So we get 19 bucks, right? So again, we're looking for like a 12th of this to see if we still get that 25% boost. So a 12th of 100 and 1250 is like what? 10 or 100.5 or 105 maybe. So $19. Let's see what we get. So I'm saying maybe 105-ish. that would still get us that 25% bonus if we get 105, but we'll say 110. So actually, because we're not having a large price impact, we're getting a better deal here. So by having a shorter time frame, we're getting a better deal. So now we're getting the yield to 110, but effectively what that means is you're getting a 25% boost on your yield for 30 days. And so every 30 days, you'll be able to unstake. You'll get your GLP back. You will have kept your YT, and then you can sell your YT. Now, the one difference here is that you're exposed to YT's price in that time. If you want to exit your position, then you can do that. Now, another interesting thing is every 30 days, you could just hold this YT position, and then in 30 days, just buy more YT. So you restake it, right? Reflash stake in 30 days, and get another $19. And do this again, and just keep buying. You don't sell the YT. You can hold that YT until expiry because you trust Pendle maybe more than you trust Flashtake, but every 30 days you get your GLP back. So I know there are other places to leverage up GLP, but this is just, in my opinion, really cool. There's no liquidation risk. You're sort of relying on like this sort of real yield principle. You're not changing your delta exposure to GLP. You maintain the exact same delta exposure to GLP. You're just getting more yield on top of it. This is I like this. Now, does that mean Flashtake's not going to get exploited? Does that mean Pendle's not going to get exploited? I don't know. I can't tell you those things. That's not my job. I'm a strategist here. So what I will say is that Pendle has been around nearly as long as I've been around in DeFi. They were super early into the space, like towards the end of DeFi summer, and they've stayed around. They've continued to build. They've had some amazing narratives formed around them. Really gotten a lot of traction recently. So I love the protocol they have over there. Flashtake is a bit newer. I'd say the risks are a bit higher for them. So do keep that in mind. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. I do want to say one thing. This is a quick calculator I made. So let's just say you flash 100 GLP, you get $22. You YT that, you get 125 YT GLP. You can see you get roughly exactly 25% more. If your GLP base yield is 25%, your effective new yield is 31% throughout that duration. If this goes down to 18%, you're getting 22%. If it goes up to 30%, you're getting 37%, 37.5%. So, yeah. I mean, the idea here is that no matter what, you're getting a higher base yield without any additional or different delta exposure. Guys, if you want to learn about, like, I got these strategies from the DeFi Dojo, right? Just discussing, talking, conceptualizing things together, especially with some of the black belts, the purple belts, the brown belts, just really, really clever people. If you want to be part of, in my opinion, the smartest DeFi Discord in all of crypto, join the DeFi Dojo Discord. We're now down to a 7-day free trial. We used to have a 1-month free trial. It's 7 days. I think I'm probably going to keep that forever, but maybe not. You know, we might have to get rid of that free trial eventually because we do have so many strategies posted in the arena, and we don't want people just to come in here and take those strategies. Nevertheless, join the DeFi Dojo Discord. We're using WAP now. You can pay in crypto if you want to. You can pay either with a non-custodial wallet or with your credit card. You do whatever you want. It's totally up to you. All the options are there in WAP, link in the description. That's it. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your